What's up, Aries gang? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. My name's Annie, and we're going to read your tarot cards here today. Ooh, I see Sagittarius, Pisces, maybe some Jupiter energy going on there. We are going to read for love. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single one of you, but it is my hope and my goal that it does reach a lot of you. Please come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind, and only take away the messages that resonate, that motivate, empower, inspire. That's what I want to do here on my channel. If you're not feeling that way, feel free to check back at another time, another week, and be open to the fact that sometimes these messages will resonate for you at a later date. That's my spiel. Let's hop in. And just a reminder, you are accountable and responsible for all actions and decisions. Aries in love. What can I tell Aries for their love life? Split the deck here. All right, interesting. You have two energies here, which I'm wondering if it's Pisces, if you're deciding between Pisces and Sag, or let's see, you need to do more research into it or have more conversations, possibly taking more time to sit and think, analyze, in order to make a rational, practical decision. That's very important, I think, because the first things we're being shown is earth and air. It's not so much based on passion, fire. It's not so much based on emotions, water. It's based on facts, and I'm almost wanting to say proof. Do the actions match the words? Does the substance match, what you're thinking it is, or what someone promised you? And I think discernment here is big too, right? Almost the idea of the sword cuts. So like, what can we eliminate here? I hear the word eliminate and I think of Scorpio. Not that you necessarily have to ditch the Scorpio, but that word is very strongly associated, right? Then ending of a cycle, the death card, elimination sometimes has to do with Scorpio. So that energy, it's funny, that energy has come up in all the readings. So I'm actually thinking that might be a timestamp for a lot of the zodiac signs. If you're not dealing with one, there could be some significant things or chapters coming up in Scorpio season, which is just a few weeks away. So interesting, you do the Wheel of Fortune, so moving forward with something, and I would say being very certain or positive or optimistic. And it might not feel like that now, right? Maybe you're still in this decision-making process, but I think typically I see this and I'm like, oh, it's fortunate, it's a stroke of good luck, right? Moving forward, knowing you made the right decision, so that should give some of you peace of mind that you already know the answer. The decision you make will be the right one, but you only need to check in with yourself here. I think that's important. Now, in terms of love, what can I get here? And I will even say this too. I know this isn't super romantic or sexy, but for some of you, you may be juggling two people because neither one of them really do it for you. And I don't mean juggling in terms of, being secretive or sneaky. It's just maybe you're dating around and maybe you have two candidates. But the mere fact that you're kind of like, this one or that one, either you love them both or you're kind of like half in, half out with both of them. And I'm leaning more towards that simply because of the cards I'm being shown. So it could be that by showing the universe that you're willing to release or eliminate or let go of things that are just okay. But it's like the emotions here are up and down, up and down. Like one day you're like, oh, this is good. And the next day they disappoint you. I think by showing the universe that you're willing to step up and grow, almost like with a page, there's like a student mentality here, and expand your horizons, expand your expectations, go out in the world and try and attract what it is you really want, manifest what it is that you really want. It might actually open you up to more possibilities, and I would even possibly say like bigger and better ones. And I know all the cross watchers on Aries are like shaking in their boots right now because they're like, no. But of course, the decision is up to you. And if this did involve a Sagittarius, double confirmation, although you had Pisces and Sag with the Hangman and Temperance, and this is a card of Jupiter, which is actually the ruler of both. So isn't that interesting? What can I tell Aries? What is it something they really need to consider in deciding which one or in their path forward? What is the sword trying to tell us? Three's a crowd. If you really love and respect this one and want to be in a serious relationship, it's like there's too many people going on here. And I think it's saying contemplate. The Hangman, it's in reverse for a reason. He's resting, he's in repose, right? Because it's a decision that you don't necessarily want to rush. I also think it indicates major transformation in friendship circles or in social circles too. It could be that you're delaying a decision, or I'm more of getting like it's awkward because when you have a conversation of, let's break up, or I don't want to do this anymore. It may feel like you're putting someone in an awkward place, but again, you have to do what is right for you. You don't have to burn bridges. You can do it in a nice way. But avoidance of this is actually not really helping you. It's just delaying the progress of something really beautiful coming in. So be brave. And I would say the Hangman indicates there might be delays. There might be a slowed period. He makes the upside down 4, which 4s in tarot are typically cards of rest, or sometimes it's the safety zone. It's not a lot of action. So I think it's saying take your time in this decision so that you do feel confident once you move forward with something. And this is a great card. This is a card of celebration. I believe it's Mercury in Cancer. So warm-hearted conversations about your home, your roots, your lineage, your ancestors, things of the past, but also what you want to build in this lifetime too. Opposing Cancer is Capricorn, so there's kind of a nice little play in terms of your home life versus your public life. Something about that is coming through of what you need to consider in making this important decision. And of course, this may resonate for you in another area. I'm reading for love, but maybe this has to do with a job, or I don't know, some conversation with a family member. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune here, please. What can I tell Aries about the Wheel of Fortune? Should we switch decks? Should we mix it up and see what else is coming in? Been having good luck with this deck recently. I really like this deck. We'll see if it has its same charm and magic with Aries. The Page of Pentacles. Interesting. So more earth energy. You have kind of 2 pages. So something involving children might be possible here. It could be that you're having, interesting, important conversations about sort of, as I mentioned, Cancer family life. For those who are interested in starting a family, well, have you had that conversation with the person, if it's at an appropriate time in the game, so to say? And I mean, what that is, right? If you just met the person, I maybe wouldn't open the door to that conversation. But at the same time, you kind of have nothing to lose, right? If this is your person, you're not going to scare them away by being like, hey, where do you see yourself regarding children? For some of you who already have children and you are single and looking, it might be saying, consider not first and foremost what is best for you, but also for the child, right? Is something more realistic if, say, one person lives closer to you versus, across the country? Well, that's going to be difficult either, being away from your child or traveling with your child. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, this ultimately comes down to a practical decision with the Page of Pentacles, and it might even have something to do with your own personal money or finances. If you're having to support this person or they're financially reliant on you, again, nothing wrong with that, but is there something wrong with that on your end? Page of Pentacles is curious, it's fun, but first and foremost, I think it's again, practical. And I know that seems like such a dry, boring word, but not really. In a relationship, you want kind of to build a solid foundation with that earthy type energy. And interestingly enough, with the butterflies, sort of making me think of a hangman in terms of this is the cocoon stage before it becomes like the butterfly, before it's released and freed and it's able to kind of enjoy this new chapter. But there is some sort of transition where, again, you're needing to eliminate at least one, if not both. Again, up to you. And maybe this truly is putting yourself back out there and being a little bit patient to wait for the right one who really knocks your socks off. Because again, if you're sort of in between with both, then that's a sign that maybe neither one is it. And I would not resort to the idea that it's better to be in a relationship that's just okay versus being single and potentially being able to connect and meet with people and opportunities that are actually much better than what maybe you settled for or what you only thought you deserved. That's really important. I would say with the Page of Pentacles, again, the metaphor of a student or a child, it's like you're early on in the game, so don't put some sort of difficult timeline on this. Allow yourself to be free and grow and have fun. Be curious, try new things, ask questions, discover it through the eyes of a child where it's just, oh my gosh, so much possibility. There's something really cute here. This may have to do with someone who's kind of Sagittarius, Capricorn, cuspy. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. It doesn't have to be that, but that's a message for some of you. So if that was someone you're dealing with, maybe you're dealing with someone in a positive vibration who has sort of this beautiful outlook on the world, very Sagittarian. And then others of you might be thinking, I like this person, but they're a little bit too immature or they have some growing up to do. So maybe I'm going to put it on pause and see what they can come back with, in a year from now or whatever. Any new messages? Anything else I need to tell Aries? The Three of Wands, patience. You have a lot of cards of waiting. waiting for the right one, waiting for the right opportunity. Again, I don't want to repeat myself too much, but make sure you're not settling or giving up too soon. Like, well, whatever that is, like a negative mindset of, well, I'm always going to be single, so I'm just going to give up. But I think it's saying your ships are coming in, so you have to be patient here. There is a turning of the tide. There is sort of a change up here with the Wheel of Fortune. It's bringing positive blessings in, possibly in the form of an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The moon. Yeah, there's a little bit of mystery here, especially something with the Pisces maybe coming in. So those two cards that showed themselves before we even kind of got into your reading, again, very, very heavy Jupiter energy, Sagittarius and Pisces. In fact, it was this card, Neptune. There may be something coming in with a new Pisces, or if you're already dealing with one, that situation isn't completely over. For some of you, it's almost like you have to clear the air with them. There, again, it might be that a very important conversation is happening, and then what comes in after that? Temperance. That is hilarious, you guys. Again, Pisces and Sagittarius are all over this reading. It could, I don't know if you guys are dealing with an ex or, again, a decision between the two, or maybe if you're completely single, you may have two options come in at the same time. It could be that there was a tremendous lull and you were just waiting patiently, or going out and socializing, waiting to meet your person, and then, yeah, when would this be? I'm trying to think, like, astrologically. I'm almost wanting to say something with some sort of placement with planet Mercury or Gemini, because there can kind of be like a duality there. So I'm wondering if you have natal planets in Gemini, it could be that when we move into maybe Aquarius season, which is a bit away, I'm trying to think what else. Actually, we're in Libra season now. So yeah, it's possible if you have natal planets in Gemini, there could have been some sort of trine to a planet in Gemini that actually brought kind of two things at once. If I lost you there, don't worry about it. It's just for some of you who are more into astrology. You may find yourself with two options, and now you're having to like make that decision. And again, I think universe is saying it's okay. Take your time, but really think about long-term transformation in terms of who you see yourself building a life with, whether that involves marriage or kids or living together, and maybe it involves none of those things. Again, this is a personal reading depending on, what you want. Make sure you properly think it through. Don't act on impulse or emotions. Remember, practicality and logic is what's factoring into this. Of the two, I sort of just want to get sort of I don't even know if I need to do this or like one or the other, because it's going to be different for all of you. This is a general reading, so some of you are absolutely dealing with a Pisces and others of you are dealing with a Sag. Can I get anything else just to confirm to my Aries watching if this is their message? Can we clarify both of these cards? Don't let fear hold you back. Sometimes the moon can talk about illusions, deceit. It can also talk about your dreams too. If you're dreaming of someone or possibly encouraging you to manifest in your dreams, right? Set the intention before you go to bed to meet your future soulmate in your dreams, or to connect with your angel guides, your spiritual team, So you can get some sort of clarity, because right now there is confusion. And of course there is. All of these cards sort of indicate some confusion. So the answers will come. And I think when you do decide to move forward with some sort of communication or decision, you will be confident in it. There's like a happy release of, either I'm free from this now, I'm no longer stuck in contemplation, or I don't have to worry about these extra pieces in my life because I just didn't need them anymore. The bouquet. Yeah, I think you have a Pisces who's attracted to you, who might be coming in to make an offer or possibly reconcile something. Again, completely up to you if you choose to take them back. And then the house. So some of you are going to be moving into a house with a Sagittarius, or some of you are going to be talking about land or property or moving in together. You may be meeting the family, the parents, possibly the children of a Sagittarius that maybe you're thinking you guys are going to make the history books together. I love that. That's super cute. All right, Aries, that's what I got for you this week. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel. If you want to book a personal reading, you can do so in the link in my description box to my Etsy page. Or if you want to just shoot me an email and sort of get an idea of what you need from a reading, that's sort of my preferred method, because that way I can kind of tailor it more towards what you need. But the decision is up to you. Other than that, thanks for joining me today, and I will see you soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.